You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, I've got your weekly spoilers for September 22nd through the 26th. We're going to talk about Kyle overstepping and Jack's risky plot. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, reach down, click that subscribe button. Let's get into it on Monday, September 22nd, season 52, episode 245 of Y&R. We've got Traci back in Genoa City, and she is going to go check on grieving Amy, but first she talks to family. Traci's absolutely stunned to find out Cane really is Dumas. She was close to him just before he left town 6 years ago. Remember they had like a flirtmance thing going? If you remember that, it was very strange. Jack says Cane has changed a lot and tells her that Billy is throwing in with Cane and being very foolish. And Jack says that Billy is rejecting him, Victoria, and even Sally, and is really spiraling. Meanwhile, Billy rants to Cane in front of all the assembled people about Michael and Phyllis being there, part of the group, and yet Cane cut Billy out. And then Phyllis starts smack talking Billy and Sally right to his face. And Cane doesn't want to listen to any of this. I don't even know why he lets Phyllis in the room. She's such a harpy. So Cane tells Billy, look, just go reconcile with Sally. Focus on your personal life. Don't let everything get out of hand. And Cane says that Billy is too emotional. And then he proves the point by blowing up at Cane, and he makes threats and he storms out. Phyllis thinks that Billy's going to chill out, but Cane wants him contained, and he tells Michael, this is your first assignment. Go fix that. Get him under control. So he finds Billy at Society, who is making threats about blowing up Cane, and Billy warns Michael that he swapped one awful boss for another, going from Victor to Cane. Michael tries to steer him into some chill, but Billy says Cane is going to see what comes next because he has made Billy his enemy. And then he exits as Traci arrives, and she and Michael start talking about Cane's return and Billy's spiral that she has heard about. Over at the train car, Phyllis tells Cane that it was a smart move letting Billy go, and Cane asks if she and Michael have smoothed things over, and she says, yeah, and he says, please let go of the Sharon stuff. They're kind of getting flirty, and then Cane asks Phyllis to go eat dinner with him. She likes that. They see Traci and Michael at Society. Then Lauren texts and Michael's got to go. Cane follows him out and says, have you got Billy under control? And he's like, I'm working on it. Phyllis and Traci are talking about maniacal Martin and both of them having ongoing nightmares after dealing with him. Phyllis and Traci do some bonding. They talk about the book she's writing, about the ordeal. And Cane and Traci have a nice chat, and that seems to rub Phyllis the wrong way. She's jelly. And we also have Billy showing up over at the mansion to see Jack and Diane. He says he's ready to make a deal. And Billy tells Jack that they have got to take Cane down together because he is dangerous. Meanwhile, Daniel tells Tessa that Mariah asked him to look out for her and Aria, and Daniel says it sounded to him like Mariah might not come back from Boston. And Tessa says Mariah told her she tried to kill some guy. And Daniel asks if it was self-defense, and Tessa wonders if Ian's return somehow triggered Mariah to do an act of violence, because Tessa says it didn't sound like self-defense to her. She still loves Mariah, and she wants answers about what happened. So Tessa tells Daniel she's going to go get answers about what went on with Mariah, and Daniel offers to go along and help. On Tuesday, September 23rd, it's season 52, episode 246 of Young and the Restless. Victoria has some advice for Kyle. I think Victoria is going to give him the same advice she did last time, the same advice other people have given him. Back off. Give Claire the breathing room she asked for. Give her some space to process. I'm guessing he won't do it. Kyle is getting good advice and then turning his back on it and doing the exact opposite, which is making everything worse between Claire and Kyle. Also, Claire gets an intriguing invitation, and it's from Holden. He is asking her to go to LA with him. Claire's talking about needing space, And Holden tells her, how about 2,000 miles of space, and asks her to come to LA with him while he finishes up some business before he permanently moves to Genoa City. Audra and Sally are trying to figure out what to do next. They both need jobs. Sally tells Audra things are really bad, that Billy killed Abbott before it even started. So it's just messy. She doesn't have a job. Audra doesn't have a job. We'll see what these girls get up to soon. Wednesday, September 24th is season 52, episode 247 of Young and the Restless. And Audra is irritating Kyle, which is nothing new. We also have Jack and Kyle talking this week, and things look tense. Diane and Jack try to talk Billy down. He came into the house this week on Monday, just really hot about Cane, about how they have to take him down. Jack already knows about this AI thing from Sally. So this is a real known threat and a concern, and they need Billy to calm down and focus, but that's not something he does very easily. Lauren's not going to budge with Michael. Lauren 100% knows Michael is hiding something for her. He's been getting these texts. He's been very cagey. He's been off and going places. She's worried he's gone back to work for Victor. I don't think Lauren's going to be any happier to find out that he's working with Cane, especially not to find out he is spying on Cane for Victor. Lauren and Michael have a very tense scene at Society this week. Thursday, September 25th is season 52, episode 248 of Young and the Restless. And Billy is pushing on Sally to make a difficult decision. And I think Billy's trying to talk Sally into staying and giving him a chance. They've come on this way together. Just give me a little more. I just don't know if Sally's got any more left in her to give to him. Jack has a secret weapon. Now, I don't know if this is a program or it could actually be a person. So we shall see. Cane gets an offer from Victor that's hard to refuse. And this week we've got him pressing Cane and saying, are you in or out? And of course he is trying to get him to team up and go against Jack and Jabot. But Victor tells him as soon as he walks off the train, the deal's off the table. Friday, September 26, season 52, episode 249 of Young and the Restless. Nikki gets some surprising news, and I wonder if it's that Claire's going to LA for a little bit. And Cane cuts ties with an ally. Maybe it's Michael. Maybe he figures out that he is spying for Victor, or, he's kind of already cut ties with Billy, but maybe he makes it official. Plus, Victor is actually considering a truce with Jack by the end of the week. Now, I don't know if this is real or if Victor's playing games with Jack, but there is a bigger threat in town, so maybe they'll realize that and work together.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.